I guess I've lost my way. Everything seems so surreal. What is this place? No. Baby. But I saved you. I saved you, didn't I? Didn't I do the right thing? That look. Please don't look at me with those eyes. I only did what I did to save you. When you asked for me to let go, I couldn't. I could never. It doesn't matter how many times you ask. I couldn't let you go. I did, didn't I? I lived in the fantasy of having you, even if it wasn't. You who sold everything, sold your soul, trusting me. And now we're here, in this dark place together. What am I going to do? My sweetest love. The one who all I wanted was to marry. Have I disappointed you? Has everything I have done up until this point been for nothing? My dearest love, how I missed you. How I want to see you smile like you did before. I'm a monster of my own choosing. I became this monster because I didn't see any other way of saving you. Now that I've saved you, it's at what cost? I understand that now. There's nothing meant for me. Only making this right. Please, my sweetest love, forgive me for what I'm about to do. There's so much this world can't stop me. And yet, I need to progress. I need to make you whole again. This isn't just you. This is like stealing a part of you, leaving you to rot. I never meant it that way. I never meant it at all. How could I have known? I thought maybe if souls migrated bodies, this would be a way to save you, without having to accept something as hopeless, helpless as your death. Your end is my end. And I was selfish beyond anything. I need to be less selfish, don't I? I just missed you so much. Do you still miss me? I read these letters thinking of you. Yet I wonder if you knew, would you forgive me? Would I still be special to you? Sometimes I just feel so empty looking back. As everything I want, it's stuck back there. In this emptiness of today, I need to make things right. To see your smile again, don't I? Maybe it was wrong of me. In a sense, I guess I walked in the footsteps of my father, doing anything, no matter who I hurt, to get what I wanted. I thought I broke from those habits. But they died too hard. Baby, please forgive me. I'll get you out of there. I'll save you. Right this time. I only feel bad that a new life was put into this world by my own selfishness. So I might have a solution. Since I'm the one who sinned, maybe it's best I ask the devil's opinion. I sell my soul to him so that you can have what you deserve. Someone without all these flaws. Without everything. All these mistakes, I'm sure you could never forgive me for. I wonder if he can give me the same treatment. Make me into something suspended in that infinite sleep, transcending the monster I am, with the me you'd never even know was different. What if we continue, but not me and you, but who we end up? I've already agreed. And while this glass may separate us, someday I hope we can awake and I can truly make this up to you, my dearest love. I missed you. Baby, I see. So it was as I feared. Everything wasn't just a bad dream. I've got to make it right. I've got to rescue you and be a hero, fallen as I may be, one that you can find some sort of decency in. And to you, who I've wronged just as much, I'm sorry. When you wake up, please find a good life. You've done nothing wrong. I'm the one who made this. I agreed to something I never should have. I ruined what we had together. But I refuse to let it stay like this. I will be a hero again. At least make this right before everything. I'll change it. This past of ours. I won't let it be the only good thing left. I'm going to rescue you. I'll make this right. Somehow, I'll find a way. Even if I have to take out this miserable world to do it. I wonder if I'm a hero or a villain. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I see you trapped in that tube, suspended. And I just think of how many things I wish I could tell you. How many things I may never get to. No, I won't accept such a fate. I've cried too much. And the guilt. I thought I'd be done with it. I thought that remaking you a body precisely the same, that it would save you, that it would make you feel at home. But what if I could save the one of you that remembers everything, instead of accepting my head in the sand? My head plunged beneath something that it should have never been. I never wanted to be this way. But ever since I started working with them, ever since I didn't have a choice but to... What can I do? What can I do to save... Salvage? No. That would be selfish, wouldn't it? You can judge me. You can hate me. Though I'll never want you to. What will you say? If I cure you, is that it? Will you forgive me then and there? Or am I destined for this? Baby, I don't know anymore what I'm supposed to do. It just feels so empty, so absolutely terrible. I have no words for it. Baby, won't you show me a smile someday after we're through with it? After the suffering ceases? After my sins stop and the truth is laid bare? Will you still love me, even if I'm truly a monster? One that's done things that can't be taken back. Betrayals, alliances. I've done things that would make... All for One. I would make All for One look like he's not that bad. And here I am, still working with One, still arguing with myself as what I should do, what's right, what's necessary, who I am anymore. I think I've lost my mind a long time ago. The care I used to have of cutting people off, of even killing. Nothing bothers me except losing you, because you are that one thing pinning me down. And I wonder if I did, if you did hate me, what I would do. Would I let you just walk away? Or would it be something more sinister? Would my intentions degrade to such a point? I don't know. But I want to. I want to figure this out. Understand you. Understand myself, but even if it costs everything, is it wrong of me to still view it as worthwhile? You're a coward, Shoto. I know. I hear it in my dreams all the time. Cutting off your friends. Big man right there. Damn, I see it. I don't really have an argument. But now that both of you are just playwrights in my mind, what do you expect to change by showing up? You know as well as us. This has to end. You have to make things right. Making things right? You really believe that I could? After everything I've done? What I've sacrificed? My goals never were to be some righteous hero, except for before everything got uprooted. Then fix them. Fix your damn problems, dumbass. I wish it were that easy. If it were. No. You are right. I need to do this. I need to make things right. You, my twisted, poor soul, you're the one I wanted most, and yet you're not. That's why you're here. I thought maybe souls could transcend bodies. But no. My fictitious insolence and my hallucinations of my friends, they're mine to bear. But for you, I'm afraid I must find my broken love. I'm terribly sorry. I wish I could let you go. A mimic. Someone to be there pleasantly in my own delusion, to make up for my mistake. But how could I let you go? If I did, if the other you found out. No, you're right. No more hiding. You can go free. I would slay you, but none of this is your fault. I'm sorry, but you're not the first you. I tried to save someone I loved, but I lost them in the process. Now I have to get them back. I want you to be happy, doing with your time on this earth however you see fit. I don't care what the nature of what you are is. Don't let that stop you. As someone who has experienced the darkness of this world, try and live in the light. Try and make a difference. Make someone feel like they're alive. Protect the oppressed. All of this, and still, when I try and say it in my heart, that I can do it too, it's almost impossible not to see myself as a worse villain than anyone. Because how little I care. The words I spew, I want them to mean something to you, if only as a legacy to what I once stood for. I'm a shell of my former self until I find them. I need to understand what I can do. I need to face him, the one who played the devil's advocate. You don't understand most of this, I bet. Isn't that just the irony? This must be the ultimate betrayal to you. So I break not only one, but two hearts. I never intended to break even one. The fact that I do. How do I put this? It's disappointing. It makes me ashamed to be who I am. It makes me terribly sorry that I dragged you into this. It was my disillusion that they wanted to die. They wanted to give up everything and wanted me to just watch. How can you watch the person you love, your whole world, as if the stars in the sky came falling down? I couldn't handle it, and so I snapped. Was what I tried so very evil? Should I have just accepted it? But how could I? Even at my strongest, I'm not that kind of man. I can bear such a pain. I've always been weak. Ever since I can remember, there's been this weakness that I can't face it. The terrible feeling that everything is my fault. That my life is a product of what people want it to be. That my life is nothing short of a falsity. That I've grown and I've become this pro-hero that I made myself out to be, but it was just a facade. My loneliness, my weakness, I put it onto you and my dearest love, the one I tried everything for. I tried to save them. That's all I ever wanted. You wouldn't understand a thing, would you? But that's okay. I don't expect you to. Mostly because it's not something for you to understand. You just have to understand that this world isn't always the best place to live. Sometimes I look at the clouds and I wish I could fly. Sometimes I look at the ground and wonder what it's like to be a worm. And then I realize I'm not so different than they. If only they were as guilty as me, perhaps I could feel like them too. But this sadness I apologize for. It's not meant for you. It's not meant to ruin you. I created this situation in which I have to break your heart. Because I know they would be shattered by this. And I know my mistakes I have to own up to. I know there are things I need to change about myself. But there are some things I will not change. Not only because this world still is a place of oppression, sadness, and terrible things, but because I honestly believe that love conquers everything. And perhaps that makes me a twisted maniac in the eyes of some. But I'm not. I'm a man chasing after his love. A man who has tried everything, given years of my life, long since looked back at the days when I was a pro hero and given it up to be something of an anomaly. A villain, no. Some neutral entity in all aspects, except for my ruthless endeavors to save them. I became a lot like my father in that way. I never wanted to admit it to myself, but there's no other way to put it. I became focused on my goals, my obsessions. Nothing else mattered to me. Nothing else does matter to me. You matter, and no one else. Yet it's ironic. When I say you, I only speak to your image and who had it before things became monstrous. You, I'm afraid. I cannot love you, and yet I wish you love. You gave me an escape, and for that I'm very thankful. Please, live a wonderful life. Now it's time. You can get a kiss on the forehead, because you deserve not to cry. I must find my true love and save them once and for all. Epidemic, this ends. I will no longer play into your pitiful game. I won't let you make our lives as pawns. You may have justice in your eyes, but your heart, it doesn't resonate with me. I don't feel for you or your cause. Your greater good doesn't interest me. Nothing except them, except they, my beautiful love. Your husband will find you and rescue you. And for better or worse, I will find a cure to your pain, even if it makes me the biggest tyrant in history. I'll end the world if it means saving you. I don't care who has to suffer. I just want my baby back once more. Try and own up to things, huh? You really think that's gonna save you? I'm not trying to save me, just them. I'm their husband. I need to, and I want to. Nothing means more to me.
You think all this self-righteous bullshit gives you a chance to right what you've wronged?
I am afraid there is no righting what I've wronged. I've hurt people, done things I can't take back. But this is the only path left for me. Anything else, and I don't think I could live anymore. I think this world would have done its way with me, and I would have lost my heart as well as my soul. Though it feels like I've lost something I can't get back.
So you think they're just gonna forgive you?
I don't. Maybe not. Yet still, it's cruel of you to appear now. Why, my illusions? Why must you take the form of people I want to care about? Why can't you just dissipate?
Because your guilt won't let us.
You sure do have a way with words, don't you? I see how it is, Midoriya. Bakugo, my dearest friend. I'm sorry I ever had to betray you. I should have trusted you. Instead of all this, I dug this grave of mine, but only they can judge me for it. This ends now.
You don't get the easy end.
You're right. I don't. I have to explain my shortcomings. And that's still not even the worst of it. I didn't give them their final wish for an end. I saved them even when they didn't want to be.
You betrayed them. You lived in a lie.
I know. But would it be so much to hope for? That they might accept me for my flaws. That they might see past that problem lingering. That they might change to have some hope in this world we still dwell. And only they know the answer to that. Your empathy might be broken, but you can do better than this, can't you? Otherwise, I'm underwhelmed. I was never very close to you, was I? I apologize if I seemed cold. I didn't have time to properly get along, because by the time we had met, at least really met, we were pro-heroes. We lived in a world that was torn asunder. An epidemic poisoned them. You were a day late, and I was empty. I had no one to turn to, and the only one who helped me. I wish I could go back. If only I could turn back time. I would switch this to have never happened.
Hindsight is 20/20, but nobody gets a free pass back. You gotta face the music just like all of us. Now, own up to your mistakes.
When I look back to those times, when I was still a student, those many years that passed, I just think, why didn't I stay down that path? And yet still, I can't. It's a waste of a thought. Besides, the devil's doorstep is right in front of me.
Why don't you walk in?
Yeah, you deserve it. You need to face this alone. I'm not gonna protect you.
Why now do these words finally come? Is it that I'm breaking? Is my mind no longer my own? I need to end this. How utterly disappointing that you thought I would just let you go like that. No. After everything you've been through, I thought we were friends. Why didn't you at least try and talk with me? Because I realized that you were the cause of everything, and I gave you everything you needed. What's the matter with that? You don't understand a free gift. I gave you the escape you wanted. I gave you everything, and all I asked for was one thing, and you gave it to me. So I thought our business was done. You'd let me have that husk, and you'd keep the good one. That was the deal. So, if you're going to go back on it, where's the merchandise? People aren't like that. No, I know that. That's why it's not a people. It's a thing. Poor thing. You didn't realize it, did you? No. That was merely psychosis that I induced. They were never actually there. I induced a very specific form of a hallucinogenic illness, and I weaponized it for you. It took quite a little trick there, but that's why everything's crumbling. You don't get it, do you? No. The world burning isn't my goal, but you, helpless as you may be in that cage of yours, repressing your quirk, all of that. I'll make you a deal. I'll even give you what you want, because my goal isn't even to make you miserable. My goal is to right this wrong world. A bold claim for someone who used me, tricked me, and then tossed me away. Ooh, you're so cold there. No, I wasn't cold to you at all. I was a friend. What else am I going to do? Tell you the truth that someone else could help you? No. Someone who's trying to kill me. Why would I send you to a posing doctor? I think you just needed a sweet release. The fact that you managed to beat it and escape from yourself is impressive, if not a bit pathetic in the fact that you didn't just accept it. No, you had to go and find out and try and stop me. No. That's not how it works, my friend. That's not how it works. So get to the deal. Get to the deal immediately. What do I need to do to get them back? Oh, nothing too special. I just wanted to ask you to be my bodyguard. You see, there's some pesky little mice that are on their way here. They're on their way to make everything right in the world by killing me. Little do they know that there's a much bigger threat. Little do they know that there's so many worse people. So many people that need to be taken care of for this world to function. Have you ever heard a little story? Why don't I just tell you it in a simple few lines? There once was a man who trusted everyone. He was innocent for the game of business, of wealth, capitalism, and it went downhill. He trusted his best friend, who happened to kill him and his wife, bury them in coffins, in acid, because he was jealous. He never had the guts to say it out loud, but he buried me and my wife. And I had to die that night. I did die that night, listening to her death rattles, clawing my way up from that stinking, rotting place. only to be just moments too late. And you know what I did? I didn't even take revenge, no. I pursued justice, yes. But to this day, I don't hate anyone except those who abuse and fuck up this world for the rest of us. In truth, I didn't kill him. I did better. I replaced him. I did kind things. I saved people who never had a place in this world. And you know what? The thanks I got was people once again. When I let him go, he stabbed me right here. This nearly took my life, and I let him walk away. Do you know why? Because I refuse to be like those scoundrels who make this world a worse place. So this is my little offer to you. You side with me, and we change this fucking terrible world, and we make something of it. We make something of the wretched parts, and we make it a utopia by force. I don't care who I have to take down. I only kill people if they absolutely need to be killed. I can make them suffer without ever killing them and cure them when they're good. It's the perfect quirk I didn't even know I had. It took until the day after my wife's passing that all this came to be. And now you wonder why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because I know what it's like to be naive, to make a mistake that you can't take back. And I don't even want to kill the people trying to kill me. I just want them to realize this world isn't as orderly as they'd like to see it, and my nemesis is going to be the end of all of you if you don't stop this. So, is that a deal we have? A common sense following someone with good intent? Or are you just going to stay in that cage, quirkless, empty? What are you going to do, Shoto Todoroki? What are you going to do? If you're so righteous, why did you do it in the way you did? And what other way was I going to do? Walk up and ask you? You're going to trust someone with as bad of a reputation among your friends as me? No. I realized I kind of made it that way, no. What I did to Dabi wasn't really excusable, no. He did try and kill me, and I had to stop him. That was it. Nothing personal. When you're changing the world, you have to be cutthroat in certain situations. I merely did what I thought was best for the greater good. Now, you can think of me as you want. But if you join me, you'll have them. I'll even let you go over to that nice little doctor who's trying to kill me and get them cured. But there's a catch. There always is. What? I need you to pass on this little exchange. You see, my bacteria, my disease is within you. And that means if I make another one specifically for him, I can get that doctor working for me. The good doctor could not only save the one you love, but also work for us and maybe convince those pesky friends of yours to join forces and see some fucking reason. I'm not here to argue. No. If you want something done, in my case, you can't do it yourself, and that's where you come in, my dear icy-hot friend. I suppose I can. Don't sound so glum about it. Trust me, my intentions are the best. It's just us killing each other and being constantly at each other's throats is playing into the real enemy's hands. Something that will get us all killed if we don't kill each other first. And then what's left?
The world falls to their idealism. We fall to orderlessness and anarchy. Is that what you want? I figured heroes would want the opposite. That's why I started controlling things, making things function as a gigantic, beautiful working machine. Order, true order. Is everyone having a place, a purpose? Can't you see it? Capitalism itself is flawed. The ideas behind it, having more than another. Now someone selfless has to be in charge, and that's what I'm trying to do. Sure, everyone can have a place. Heroes can be heroes, and villains can be villains per se. But if it's going to be a perfect world, we have to make it one. You see, dear Shoto, there's one thing about me. You'll always understand from the start. I don't change. I change things. I use my quirk. I use my past. And I try and use my compassion. That's why I'm offering you this. Even though you intended to kill me, no doubt. There's no short list of people who would like to, but I can't let them do that. I don't trust you. Well, you don't have to. Trust in the love for your dear one that you want to save by rearranging and making them yours again, right? You didn't want the excuse, the escape, so I gave you something better. And I'll give you something better next time. That's how life works. I can use this in order to save millions, billions of people. Don't you think the lives of billions are worth more than one? No, I don't. Our ideals clash so beautifully. I kind of love your point of view, though. That's some dedication, Shoto. Giving everything away. I don't know whether to call it a fall from grace or a bout of madness. It really depends on your perspective, doesn't it? Now, business. We don't have much time. You see, your friends might get here any minute. But I'm willing to let you have some time, since it'll probably be about a day or so. So, why don't you go and try and fix this situation with them? Feel free to search them out of your own accord. Just know, Shoto, I'm not a bad man. I'm not a villain. I'm not trying to do anything more than make the quality of life and persistence of humanity one vast, beautiful utopia where everyone can belong and no one is left out. I don't want some grandiose, selfish desire. I'll leave those reservations to my friend, who's probably running around homeless now. And if he is, I hope he's doing well. Then again, he did betray his own family. He left them, where I could not. Once they knew the truth of what he did, they couldn't forgive him. Isn't it beautiful how the truth sets us free? Shoto, I admire that about you. You didn't accept the lie. It was a test of your character, this situation. If you had gone on your lovely little way, you might have been dead by a brain aneurysm here or there. You never know. Because honestly, I might have gotten tired of seeing you in your own delusion, living at the expense of the person you sacrificed. No. The fact that you came back proves your merit, and that's why now the deal is as it stands. Yes or no? Yes. I'll do it. Oh, look at you. Don't be so glum, chap. You can feel free to go and check on them if you'd like. It's up to you. Whatever you'd want. Honestly, I would. Go right ahead. We're friends, after all. Is this really the right choice?
That's your decision to make, dumbass. It's only you who can see this through.
Don't mess things up.
Now face your responsibility.
There you are. My love, I wonder if you can hear me. Is this the right path? I missed you. I missed you so much, and all I wanted was to save you. I'm relieved that you still draw breath. That you're still here. That I get to see you again. My baby. My love, my spouse. All I want is you. And I'm sorry. I lived in my disillusioned state. I let them confuse me. When, in the end, I just want you. My dearest love. Let's go. Get you cured. You know, honey, it's been hard without you. Living in my own head. I even bought into the fake fiction that I could have you. A copy of you. That's just as real, and I thought everything would go away. I was so wrong.
Escape isn't justice. The only one you can't lie to is yourself.
I need to save you, my love. I became your husband for a reason. You mean the world to me, and I only want you to be okay. Let's escape together. I can't wait for the day, if it ever comes to pass, that you can be happy to be alive, happy to be past this ordeal. That's my humble wish, because nothing would make me happier. I want you to feel alive and happy again. I want you to be able to wake up instead of being stuck in this infinite dream. Won't you wake up, my love? Baby, how is it? You're awake. You should rest. I'll take us to the doctor and we can fix this together. I suppose I deserved that. My love, take as much of my blood as you need. I don't care what happens to me. I just want to be with you. I just want everything to be okay. Shoving me down like this. It's still surprising. You have some measure of control. You didn't drink much of my blood and you're crying. Baby, dry up those tears. I love only you in this world. Nothing else. You're everything to me. And I want you to know that. With absolution. As clear as day. Nothing makes me more happy than you. I'm glad there's enough of you in there to... Wait. Why is it you do this? Why would you kiss me? I still have to be real. I almost left to the delusions of my own mind. and it hurts looking at you, baby. How can you forgive me? I know it's technically not cheating, but I thought it was real. I thought I could have that perfect, unblemished side of things. And yet, you still kiss me. Don't you want to hit me? Don't you want to hurt me? Isn't there something I should do? I don't think I deserve a kiss very much right now. I feel more like, baby, kisses aren't meant for bad men like me. You should save it for someone who treats you better than getting away for his own delusions. You make this a million times harder because the guilt is consuming me. What do you mean? You forgive me, but I willfully accepted that delusion. I know I was wrong, but it can't be that easy. I mistreated you. I didn't respect your wish. Now, I will. Do you want to live a happy life with me? I would like to. But if not, maybe we can both lay here for the rest of our forevers. I don't want much. I just want you. You're the only thing that keeps me sane, if I can even be called that. There's nothing more I want than for you to feel. For you to feel alive. Be happy. And no longer have to doubt whether or not I'll take care of you. I know the pain must be so much. I know how astronomical it is, but only in a sense that I can see it. I feel it through my empathy for you. I see how much you suffer in this life of ours. And that's why I want to change it. I want to make something truly special between us. But the only way I can, the only way that this works, is if we survive this together. I love you. But it might not be the best time, you know. I want us to work. But we need to cure you. I know you love me. And that in and of itself, it hurts because I love you so much too. Of course, I want you, and I need you. And of course, I'd do anything to that end. I don't care what I need to become, what I am, or what I'm ending up as. I just want you to be safe and happy. You've dealt with so much already. And I'm sick of things going so badly. You don't deserve it, you know. None of this is your fault. I'll bear the sins on my back and try and hold you even closer. Have as much of my blood as you want. I love you. I love you so much. Nothing's too much, baby. Whatever I can do to make you feel happy, I'll do it. I'll give up anything. I'd even sell my soul. It's ironic. I've compromised on everything but you. Because I don't know how to. I can't just compromise on the one thing in this world I've ever truly loved. It's you. It's always been you. Please, won't you be more mad at me? It feels too easy. The guilt is too much. How am I supposed to go on like that? With you just accepting it. With you being so understanding. I can't stomach myself. I've held on to this guilt. And then to have it just washed away. Isn't it unfair to those I wronged? Isn't this too cruel? I love you. I really, truly do. And if kisses were like wishes, I'd have a million when I look into your eyes. All I want in this world, baby, is for you to forgive me for this. Is for you to be happy. But now that I'm faced with it, after my pitiful escape, I can barely look you in the eyes because of how much I've let you down. Because of how much I just want to hold you. If there's a pain, we'll bear it together. I promise. Be a hero again. No. You can't make a suggestion like that. I've done too much. There's no way they would forgive me. I was given you by someone who could have taken everything. I can't betray them because it would be the same as betraying you. Do you hear those words? You want me to be a hero again? It's one of the most painful things I could imagine. And yet here it is. I had to give up on that the moment I stopped feeling, as someone normally does. Why would I go back to feeling even if I could? You think the doctor could cure me? Is that what you want? Am I just as broken? You might be right. I think I am. And yet, when I look at you, I still see hope. I see hope in a future. And yet, it scares me. The thought of being a hero again. After everything. How could I look in the mirror? How could I face them or myself? It's difficult. But baby, if that's what you want,
You're my starry sky. You're my moon. And my dreams. If it could make you feel happier, I would do anything for you, baby. That's why right now, just a chance to get to hold you, it's life-changing. Because I feel again. But with feeling comes pain. Pain scares me. Because I'm still weak. I thought if I hardened my heart, even a weakling like me could save you. Could be something to you. Where nothing else seemed to reach. All I want, all I've ever wanted, was to make you happy. And since the very first day, I'd say I've done a pretty crummy job of it. And even still, I'm gonna keep trying, okay? I'll try again. Even until I scream in frustration. I will protect you. I promise. I swear. I love you. If only love was a word that did justice to it. You are synonymous with my life. And we'll get cured together. Okay? I love you. And I want nothing more than your happiness. And I pray you can forgive me for all the misgivings I've done. You're the only one, I hope, in this world can understand me truly.
All I want is you, baby. My passion, my love, my desire. You have it all. That's why I married you. And right here, right now, I just want to show you that passion and love, but can we really afford to take a break like this? Shouldn't we escape this world and find our place, the one that can cure us? Baby, you make me so happy. You make me feel so alive. And I'm so proud to be a part of your life. And I'm just happy I can hold you. When you hold me this close, though, I just want to hold you even closer. I just want you to be mine. I want you to feel safe and happy. I love you, baby. Can't I just hold you this close? I know we can't waste time, but staring into your eyes, seeing that beautiful look, seeing everything you do to me, I love you, baby. I love you, and I could kiss you forever. Would it be wrong of me to tell you how beautiful you are right now? How gorgeous you are to me, my one and only baby. I only want more of you in every way imaginable. Nothing matters more to me than that. I adore you, and I won't stop until my name is the thing you think of the most. Because, baby, your name is already that. Nothing and no one can compare to you. And I just want to kiss you forever. Baby, I love you. And I just want you to know how much these kisses mean to me. You saved me, baby, from never feeling again. I wouldn't know what to do if I was left to my devices. My weak self wouldn't let me succeed. I'm just happy. Happy to hold you. Happy to be able to kiss you on the forehead. Happy to be able to call myself your husband again instead of a worthless failure or a heartless, soulless cretin. I know I've always been hard on myself, but baby, for you, I can't help it. When I see my baby, it just makes me feel so happy, honestly. Because not many things in the world make me truly happy, but you do. You give me a feeling that no one, absolutely no one, ever has. And while it brings tears to my eyes, there are not words to explain how much I love you, my one and only baby. Won't you let me kiss you forever, protect you, and save you from everything? I want you to feel safe and happy. But the truth is, I can only do that if you give me the chance, if you believe in me. Be my baby forever, won't you? It's good to be back. Now let's get you cured.